we don't have to get into it. But Gillie Wallo, they did the whole thing about, it's like if your kid gets locked up or your son gets locked up, let him sit in there, like for whether it's 6 months, for a year, whatever, learn his lesson. Because it would be like more beneficial for him to sit in there versus you take him out and then now he's like, he hasn't learned his lesson or whatever. I think what threw the conversation off was they were like, yo, he need to sit in there and watch people get stabbed and all this other shit, and so he could learn his lesson. And other people should, like, their argument is, well, what if he's the get stabbed? And you should have.
And it's not even about just being the get stabbed. You don't know what you're sentencing someone to, right? So you're putting this barbaric gladiator atmosphere, right? And every day is just another day closer to something detrimental happening, to where you do have to act outside of your natural nature.
Yo,
right?
And I'm not gonna say
you don't know what you're sentencing someone to.
but
someone might not come home.
Son said,
not necessarily that they die, but that they get a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, what Son said is like every sentence is a life sentence because you don't know if you're gonna make it out.
Correct.
So I was just like, that's a great point.
Some people die strictly off just the staphylococcus, right? Just
infections, wow.
Yeah, just
staph infection's crazy.
It's just literally being in there, laying on the fucking mat. Just the mattress alone. They use this shit called quat, right? And they don't really use it.
I can tell you that's what would get me.
What?
I'm going out from the infection.
Yo,
some small, like...
Yeah,
somebody sneeze and you just...
And you cook.
You can't talk. You the most sick person I know,
you
right?
were just sick 2 days ago.
Yeah.
You be sick every week, and you take all that.
Not every week.
Emergencia, and you still.
Emergencia, sí. Cha.
Hey, careful with the accent, man. You already got the bash quiz.
Nigga, I'm the blackest one. Nigga,
yeah,
what send me to?
Nigga, Panama.
Nigga,
Panamanian. Nigga.
from inside the plane, but I'm the blackest one. Close the door.
Sammy Sosa was saying the same thing.
Sammy, white as this couch. You bugging.
Now he is.
That nigga look crazy.
You
look like
Sao Paulo.
But before that,
You mean the
like
favelas?
97, 98 Sammy Sosa.
Who I do?
Yeah.
The fuck out of here, nigga.
98 Sosa.
Yeah, it's the light, nigga. I'm black.
Sammy Sosa, they get Sammy
Stupid ass
Sosa.
fight.
They're like, I don't do me again.
No, you the same color as Pop. Fuck you talking about? Nigga, what do you niggas be watching?
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
Yo, what do y'all niggas watch?
That's mad funny.
I'm the same color as you, nigga. You are white.
Nah,
I don't think we're the same color, but I don't think I'm as light as everybody think I am.
You are. Yeah, you are. You've been tanning, I see.
I'm not.
tanning is crazy.
Yeah, but nah.
In Bergen County, tanning is insane.
I used to think the same way in terms of like, let people go in there. I mean, obviously because of my own personal experiences, let them stay in there so they can learn their lesson, because sometimes when you bail them out, it's like,
so
they feel like there's no consequences to their actions, but then you do got to consider the other side where it's like, even if you go in there for a little bit, the things you might do in there to make it out might add to your sentence, and then it's just...
Correct.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the situations where context is extremely important. If it's a kid that's usually not in trouble or whatever, and like he was around the wrong place, wrong time with some friends, and he goes in, don't keep him in there.
Nah, word.
You know what I mean?
Word. This is
If
not
it's a kid that's, but it's a motherfucker like, oh, like, this is my 4th time bailing you out, or like, all right.
Or you think you tough. All of that, I hate when parents do that, but I get that it could work.
Yeah.
Right? If you say, oh, nah, you think this is regular, so go sit down, go hold it down.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't always...
How old are they?
That might backfire.
That might backfire.
That might backfire.
They might come out better criminals.
I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna be the man in here.
Yeah, and then they come out worse.
And now I turn this however many years into 20.
Yeah.
And now you know what I'm saying? I come out and I got a legendary name. Some people look up and aspire to that. I remember as a kid, I wanted to be tough so bad. And now I understand tough ain't it. And I was never tough because I didn't do the peanut butters and all that. That shit over there is tough.
That's a different type of tough.
That's a different type of tough.
My nigga. I was never able to get to that.
That stature. That level of toughness is crazy.
Yeah, man. Them niggas is tough.
So remember that movie Blank Check as a kid?
Yeah.
Right? That was the goal. Like, oh, I want to live like that. So
Word.
HBO got that documentary I was telling you about, or that series where they show like what happened to the kid.
Yeah.
Blank Check, dude. His parents ended up like moving him to like Colorado out of Hollywood. He ends up getting involved in drugs and drinking, all type of shit like that. Eventually gets sober. There's a dude he met in prison, in jail, where he was locked up one time, who started faking that he was him and telling people, I can't remember the guy's name, but Brad.
He was never in nothing else.
Right?
Word.
And he was raping women and telling them that name. So everybody's like, yo, I got raped by so-and-so.
Whoa.
It was never him.
That's crazy.
He said they found the dude finally. He had this matching tattoos and everything. Like
He became him.
yes, and he was telling everybody like, so
He met the nigga in the camp.
it was like 29, 30 women was like, yo, so-and-so raped me. He was like, yo, he said it went to the point where he had to go to the cops like, yo, before y'all come, like, this is not me.
Damn.
Wow.
Yikes.
What did he end up going to jail for? Just for drinking?
Yeah, I think he has some
DUI?
DUIs or something like that.
Yo, y'all remember the I don't know if it was Duke. It was like a
Yeah.
big name college.
It was Duke.
Where the nigga was
It
like
was a stripper.
lacrosse player, and he caught him behind the dumpster and smoked it,
Yeah.
and nothing happened.
And got like
The white nigga.
No, that wasn't the
He was a
stripper.
swimmer.
He was a swimmer.
He was a
Okay, I thought you were talking about the
She
other
wasn't a
dude's
stripper. It was the
story.
white nigga. He caught her behind the dumpster
Yeah.
and clipped, and then
3
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the
Fucking
stripper story.
outside of your mind, you gotta be as the judge.
Do you remember what the judge said?
I don't want to fuck his life up.
Yeah, it'll be a
Yeah.
detriment to his life or something like that.
yeah.
Like, what? You're a detriment to society. You're
And
raping
then
behind
the
dumpster.
joint,
When
the
people
joint
hear
he
that,
raped
how
was
do you-
sitting in the courtroom.
How do you respond and say anything? But this is clear racism. Like, how do you still have a fight? That's what I'm saying. So y'all niggas argument about the black chicks and shit. You gotta miss me with that, because this shit is still happening,
Yeah.
with or without white or black.
Niggas
I
is
agree.
burning social
real.
equity on those conversations versus these.
Yeah, like that's what I'm
I
saying.
also agree.
That shit is just pointless.
Yeah, I can agree
Make
with
the
that.
black chicks, my nigga. Make the movie.
Word.
Yeah,
Because this is
One has nothing to do with the other.
not
It
helping.
does. It does. It does.
Those are mutually exclusive.
When everything is racist, nothing is racist.
So it's true that his sentencing was racist, right?
correct.
No, it's mad racist.
Okay.
100%.
And stereotypes are birthed in racism, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're both racist.
All right, man.
Well, I mean, stereotypes are bursts in.
Hold
like,
on,
you
hold
know-
on. If stereotypes are birthed in racism,
Black ones
Because-
are, yeah.
whoa,
No.
Yeah, black
See,
ones
You
are.
can say
I'm
in
tired of this
bias.
dude, man.
Black
You can say in bias
The
because
whole
if you're gonna
racism
do
is the
it.
power thing.
Yeah,
You agree
Yeah,
with
we
that,
good.
though?
We good.
We're good.
You agree with that?
good.
Racism, black people can't be racist because of the power
All
dynamic.
right, so then we'll
Hold
say
on,
bias because like you guys want to play semantics.
Bigotry.
I'm not playing
You want to
semantics.
call it bigotry?
Okay.
you go.
So if
Whatever
stereotypes
you
are
want.
based in bigotry, is white chicks not a bigoted movie?
Yeah, we can say that.
If you want to say bigoted ideas,
If you
that.
want to say that, it's crazy. All right, let's go.
I didn't say if
see
you
what
want
I'm
to say
saying?
that.
Let's go.
I said we
You
can
niggas-
say that. I agree.
here's my thing with black chicks, and I'll say this and I'll leave it alone. We would have to actually see the movie be made and see what jokes the white men who become black women, what are their jokes?
Matter of
Have to
fact,
be offensive to be funny.
Tropic Thunder.
That's all.
Tropic Thunder. He played a
Robert
black
Downey
dude. Robert Downey Jr. played a black nigga.
Yeah.
And Tropic Thunder.
It was the voice that was funny. He didn't really say anything offensive.
He didn't do
Yeah.
any. If they did it like that, we wouldn't laugh though. He didn't embody any stereotypes. He just was a black
He
dude.
was just
Yeah.
it was the
So
voice.
That's it.
were you okay with it?
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
because he wasn't being racist. Reg. I don't know what you're
And
not
the whole
missing.
and the
No,
whole
what do you
joke-
mean? There was a part where he was from down south and he ate hog maws and all that other shit.
And the
what are you
whole-
talking about?
wasn't offensive.
And the whole
Yeah,
joke,
I'm just
I
saying
don't
there were
remember.
I
stereotypes.
don't
the
even
whole
remember that.
joke was that he's clearly not a black guy.
Yeah.
He's a white guy as a black guy.
Wait.
White chicks, the whole joke
So
was
they
that
did
they
it.
were actually
Wait,
living
so
life.
he did it
Are
the
we
right
both gonna
way.
fuck at the same time?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So he
why
did
would
it the right
be
way.
Different today.
What? Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yes, we're gonna listen to you.
But
both.
white chicks, the whole thing was that they were white, living their life as white. Nobody realized that they weren't actually white.
Okay, all I'm saying is he
Yeah, he was
did
an actor.
blackface.
He was
did
an actor.
blackface,
Yeah.
and he did it in a way where people weren't offended.
He did.
Now, what I'm saying to you is he did it in a way where y'all weren't offended. There were other people that were offended
I
by
agree.
that.
There's always going to be somebody offended.
So
we
then
crossed
what
that.
the fuck are we talking about?
We crossed that.
I said if
Listen,
they
you
make
want to find
black
out? You don't want to
chicks-
find out. Let's go.
Get out of here.
get it.
You're right though. Someone's going to be offended.
Somebody's always going to be
That's a
offended.
fact.
That's comedy.
It's not going to work without it.
Yeah.
If they make black chicks
We
and
offend
the
people
chicks are
weekly.
living in the hood, like you said, Bob, if they're living in the hood, if they're late to work, if they embody every stereotype that is not even true about black folks, I'm gonna
Isn't
be
it just as
offended.
bad when black women, and we're not even talking about white men who are playing black women, when black women depict those own stereotypes, it's not just as harmful?
The real question is, why do y'all want black chicks? The movie so bad.
No, nigga.
No, I'm actively
neither.
trying to pitch it. Talk to yourself. I'm actually trying to
Okay.
pitch this movie.
I'm
I'm actively trying to pitch this.
Talk for yourself. There was an argument.
You signed Shane Gillis, you're
Specifically
out of
saying
here.
that,
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz didn't have a. Why is that brilliant? What I'm saying is, it's not about brilliant. It's for argument's sake.
Okay.
Speaking from the white voice, why are they not as mad about it, as thrown up about it? Also, black stereotype, right? What the fuck is this little joints? Meatball. Pause. That was not black stereotype. That was just filth. right?
Yeah.
When she
Hold
pissed
on.
on herself, that was
Just
insane.
everything about what she was doing up there. And is the kid entertaining? Absolutely. She's great TV. Her and Morris, or was it, what was the one that won?
Oh yeah,
Morris?
my baby, the one that jumps
Was
breaks
she
the
like
chair.
Stallion or Deer or something like that?
Nah, his name was Morris or some shit like that. I think that nigga called that bitch Morris.
I forget what he called it. What's the name?
Maurice or Morris. I'm dead ass, my nigga.
Nah, her shit was something.
Drewski, dating show winner.
It's gonna show that as soon as I pull up dating show.
No. Thanks for watching. For more content, please check out these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And all of the good stuff is actually on our Patreon. Go subscribe.